I went to crashstyle, had a good time, messed up my subframe. Like completely ripped the lower control arm mount that is welded to the subframe completely off. So one of these, you can see they're just like spot welded on. Or not spot welded, like stitch welded, I guess. They ripped that off, but also filleted this type of metal, this sheet metal, completely off. So now, as you can see, I have a new subframe. I'm going to strengthen it up and modify the steering rack mounting points and move it forward so I can get more angle and not worry about over centering and all that good stuff. Yeah. So far I've started drilling the spot welds out because I'm going to move these rack mounts forward an inch so I can have more, I guess get more steering angle without over centering the rack, because over here the knuckles I shortened also so I can get more steering angle. So now I'm going to move the rack forward to compensate so I don't have to over center and get stuck. So obviously I have to cut this out and then move it from here to here, and that'll be about an inch movement forward. And then also I'm going to strengthen these tabs and maybe get it all powder coated, all for fun and style and strength, and go have fun at the track. But yeah, I'm drilling the spot welds out. I'm going to cut this off eventually. Essentially I'm just going to take the shell off and move it forward and then weld it all up and guesset it and make it nice. And then my rack will be moved forward, so it'll compensate for when I shorten my knuckles. So that's what I'm doing right now. I don't remember the last time I talked about this or where I left off, but I have chopped an inch out of here to move the points of the rack forward an inch. I'll show you. And there's, if you ever do this with a crashstyle, there's these pieces that are in here. This one you can see still has a little bit, and that one's all mangled up. But they attach to the inner part of this. And they make it really fun to try to get this off if you're trying to cut it and move the rack forward. But yeah, I think from here to here it's about an inch. So that's as much as I wanted to move it forward, because I cut about an inch out of my knuckles, which means you need to compensate for that, and that's why I'm doing all this, because then I can notch my lower control arms and get more angle. I'll also want to probably notch like some of this in right here and weld it up, and I'm gonna strengthen this stuff too, so it's gonna be a whole thing. So I'm gonna get to tacking and hammering, and I'm gonna have to build gusset plates here, and then obviously do some gusset plate thing there, probably weld all this up, and then these are only like stitch welded in, so I'm gonna fully weld these, and then I'll probably put a little fish plate on both sides just to keep it all good, give it some strength and give me some more angle for the old cressida, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah, let me get to it. here's the finished product in all its glory. I've tapped all the holes, made sure everything's nice. Here's what I was talking about, where I clearanced this a little bit, cut this out so it's more of a straight shot. I stitch welded all this stuff. This is fully welded here. There's a gusset plate right here. Moved the rack completely forward an inch. Made the little fill-in plates here and here. Stitch welded it here. It's way more than it was because there were just these little spot welds. But yeah, everything's nice and powder coated. This cool super chrome color. Notch this side out too. So this is all nice and clearanced right here. And that's all stitch welded up here. This is all fully welded here. There's another little gusset plate there. So this should be good to go. Now we just gotta put it in the car.